Going to court. Special. Special episode.
I hop on its back, I climb it as fast as I can, I grab its horns, I look at it in the eye, and I stab its sockets as many times as I can.
Like, if they're going to try to catch her, couldn't I summon the rats, like, the last 2 charges, because I'm not trying to get anyone killed, to kind of, like, pick them up higher, that way it's, like, a bit higher and still have more cushion beneath them.
No. I punched Nandor for I give him a good knock to knock him out for 10 solid minutes.
So hold on.
For 10 solid minutes, I just one punch to knock him out.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Heathens and Heroes, episode number 23. Holy! Honestly, it's every day. Like I said, I'm gonna keep counting. It's gonna just be more unbelievable every day. But whatever. Thank you for joining us on this journey that is Heathens and Heroes, a podcast where 6 friends get together and play Dungeons and Dragons as well as they know how to, which isn't very well. Aside from our wonderful dungeon master Matt, your 4 heroes, Ramus, Nandor, Einar, and Kraegor, are on a treacherous journey through the Underdark, and the journey has not been an easy one. Will our heroes escape with their lives, or will the heathens of the Underdark devour their souls? Remember that you can watch this show every week live on twitch.tv/heathensandheroes, or you can watch this episode and all the prior episodes on our YouTube channel right now, either by searching for Heathens and Heroes, clicking the link in our About Me section below, or by clicking the link in the chat as it comes through. Please remember to hit that follow button. If you're on our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and all the whistles. It helps us out tremendously, and we will then be forever in your debt. Forever, I said. And with that being said, I will now pass it on to our Dungeon Master, Matt, to begin the next chapter of Heathens and Heroes. Matt?
Our chapter begins with you all resting after having slain a Medusa, removed her head, stuffed it haphazardly into a bag, recovered the bodies of Jimjar and Nandor using oh shit for brains, and managed to pull back away from the sending stone, the large Menthir that Nandor, you activated with the hollow gem. You all then came down to where the waterfall was and investigated the top area, where you found a pair of gargoyles and some sort of strange corrupted earth elemental that, after a bit of engagement, managed to cause the elemental to flee and destroyed the 2 gargoyles that remained. You then prepped up, prepared a trap as best as you can, destroyed the gargoyle piece by thunderous piece, and eventually managed to take the gem from its chest. And afterwards, a little winded, a little bit in pain, you all took one of the empty hovels that lined Rockblight from its old residential days and got a comfortable rest with an alarm spell up at the front and a tiny hut inside the cave itself to keep you all as prepared and safe as you can be in this terrain. So, we leave off with you all getting some rest. Were you going to have any shifts throughout the night, or were you going to trust the spells?
I trust the spells, but I'll keep a little eye on the entrance and everything going on.
Einar definitely trusts the spells.
And I trust Einar.
I trust Einar too. But it's out of old habits.
Sure, sure.
All right. Well, Jim Jar did elect, if I remember correctly, to take first shift. If not, he does now. And so he manages to stay up for the first shift, still within the confines of the dome, comfortable in there. But the night goes by unimpeded until he wakes you, Ramos, and it's just like, Oi! Your turn, take over. I saw a few ghosts float through the walls at one point. They just kind of looked at the dome and then kept going. But nothing else.
Okay.
He then
Seems like
curls up with a cloak and gets a comfortable rest like a cat. And you stay within the hut itself during your watch, Ramos?
yeah. Just like kind of open the door.
Alright. So, if you'd like, you can go ahead and roll me a perception. Very nice, very nice. So, as you're kind of listening and keeping watch for your portion of the shift of the night, you begin to hear this faint bit of kind of snickering. This. And it seems to be coming from out past the hovel itself, somewhere within Rocklight, as y'all are kind of, in one of these old homes.
So only he heard that?
Yeah, you can only hear because we're deep, or we're underground.
No. You're the only one that heard that, right? Because my passive
yeah.
perception ain't good. So
Yeah, no, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Everyone else is full asleep right now, so he's the only one who heard.
I'm gonna have my hand on the axe just in case, like keeping that watchful eye.
You keep an eye towards the front where the stairs kind of descend down into the hovel itself. And there's one point where you can see this, what just looks like a faint bit of dust or dirt that kind of pours in to the entrance for a little bit, almost like a light rainfall. And it just quickly passes over and then continues on, but you don't see any other sign of it as you continue to hear the little bits of laughter that begin to fade. But nothing else seems to happen through the night. So you eventually can wake the rest of your party with a long rest taken, everybody healed, spells back up.
And I let the group know what I've heard last night.
So it's basically cackling.
Basically.
I mean, at least he's enjoying the afterlife.
I hope so.
I mean, assuming that it was a ghost.
still asleep.
Anybody
You're
wanna
still
wake up
asleep? Is that
Spider-Man?
what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to wake up Spider-Man over there? Or Man Spider?
Sleeping on the floor.
I go over and
It's your nickname now, man.
I
Man
jump on top of Nandor.
Oh fuck.
Nandor! Good morning!
He knocks the air out of me.
Jim Jar sees this and it's just like, oh yes, and goes and like dive bombs onto you as well.
I'm gonna like pull like Jim Jar off. Like, come on, guys, let him get up.
Kind of like a corgi. When you pick it up, it just kind of wiggles fiercely in your grip.
I give Nandor a big hug, and then I get up.
I give him a slight peck on the cheek.
What?
Were you laying next to him?
No, I ran over there, gave him a slight peck on the cheek, and said, "Good morning."
No comment.
I punch him.
He walked away. He can't defend himself. You can't do that.
No, it's one of those things where it's like, as Kraegor was walking away, just butt punch. Right in the center.
Give him a Charlie horse right there in the leg.
Yep. Hit the right cheek, and then you're good. So, after his little tussle and wakefulness, or jumping around, each of you are one by one, more comfortable or not, woken up. And what would you like to do?
Make breakfast.
No.
No.
You have your option to make your favorite breakfast. He's not here.
He's not
Oh,
even
yeah,
here.
flour.
He can't defend himself.
All right, I make French toast with the flour that he has left.
Bam!
Oh.
Feeling it.
Roll me a survival.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
It's not. I have a -1.
Still solid French toast.
The rest of the flour.
Hey, that's our food too. Just leave him a little bit. Just like a little bit.
All right.
That's like if
So,
we actually need food on the survival though.
as Kraegor is off feeding Craig in the corner and trying to go over his morning ritual of teaching him how to, learn some skills. You just kind of walk over to where he's got a little bit of flour package in his bag, grab that, and begin to add a little water and whatever makeshift ingredients you can to get the consistency that you need to create. What are you making?
French toast. I don't know. Like,
French toast?
yeah. With whatever I could make with, I have.
All right. So, Kraegor, as you're off and playing with Craig in the morning and, getting your morning wakefulness in, you can start to smell the nice cooked smell of French toast from across the cave. And you look over and you can see the emptied flour bag next to the small campfire that he's made, and the, little bits of ground up ripple bark that is used to add consistency.
Whoa! Whoa! Who took my ripple bark? I just had a stack of ripple bark in my back. Who took my ripple bark? And what is that lovely smell? Is that French toast that I smell?
No.
Oh, thank God. For a second there, I thought somebody took my ripple bark and... What is this?
Toast of French.
Toast of French, you say?
It's a little different.
Jim Jar's just kind of like stuffing one into the side of his mouth, just like,
Well, I must say, this toast of French, as you call it,
Yeah.
it's actually quite tasty.
Not bad, huh?
But, I mean, there's no way this beats my ripple bark waffles.
Oh, of course not. No,
Right,
no.
Right, Ramas?
Right.
Right.
Totally.
Right, Einar?
Totally.
Right.
Right, Nandor?
Nope.
I'm gonna pretend
Just give him like a little punch in the shoulder, like a quick, like a.
Well, I will say this almost put a damper on my day, but how can I stay mad at you when this is just so damn good?
Yeah, I know. We should make this every single time instead of
No, I
Yeah.
don't. I don't. No, I don't think
Waffles.
I don't think that'll be necessary. But it was a good try. Good try.
I mean, really, it's the fact that he went through the process of making the food and, took that responsibility off of you so you could spend time with Craig. I mean, that's so nice of him to do that.
Right. Right.
And I
Yeah.
mean, if that means that we have to suffer through not eating Ripple Bark waffles every single day so that you can take care of Craig and teach him all of the wonderful tricks that you'd like him to know, I mean, I think that's a sacrifice all of us would be willing to make for you, Kraegor. For you.
You
For
know,
you, buddy.
that's very nice of you guys, and yeah, I think we can do that every 20 episodes. How about that?
Every other day.
I mean, every 20 days. How about that?
I mean, well, you don't want Craig to fall behind in what he's learning.
Oh no, well, yeah, no, you're right. Well,
I mean, so every other day, I think it's a good compromise. We all suffer a little, but Craig learns.
I will say, I am surprised that our Ripple Bark has lasted this long.
I mean, I will say that when I met you guys, you basically had amongst yourselves an entire bag full of Ripple Bark. So I'm not as surprised as you might be. I'm not as surprised. That said, maybe when we get back to town, we could think about getting some provisions like food. So we could have some variety in the meals other than breakfast.
I just don't see the point. I don't see it.
Kraegor. I mean, you eat the same thing over and over.
Yes.
It becomes kind of stale.
Oh, delicious. No.
You need some flavor. A little mix to cleanse the palate, as they say.
You also have to think about the health concerns. I mean, Ripple Bark, I don't know about you guys, but it goes through me. Speaking of which, I'm going to go use the next house over.
Enjoy that fiber. Oh, the fiber that only Ripple Bark can provide you, Einar.
That's a lot of fiber.
I know, it's so much fiber. Oh my god.
So, Einar, go ahead and make me a con save. No, but I will ask you to make me a perception check. As you're the kind of first one who kind of walks out, takes a little look around the area, seems quiet, nothing really seems disturbed. You can see the little rock pile that was once the elemental still there, sort of, misshapen in the center of the room, but luckily nothing stands out. Looks good.
I go to the next house over.
I follow right behind him and climb out.
I'm a social pooper.
No, I'm just gonna walking over here.
I sit back and I actually start analyzing this toast of French a little deeper. But then, reluctantly, crawl out, kind of in disbelief that somebody could make something so delicious out of Ripple Bark.
I'll see.
Sort of Ripple Bark. Some Ripple Bark.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
I will rewatch this episode.
I just want to make sure that you
It
heard
will
that.
be on YouTube on our channel, Heathens and Heroes.
YouTube.
I just want to make sure that you heard that there was also an empty flour bag next to the cooking.
Yeah, an empty bag of flowers. What's the point?
Okay, good. We're on the same page.
So as Jim Joe kind of walks out with all of y'all, kind of, dusting his hands off after the eating plenty of the French toast or what was available, he kind of looks up and around the room and goes, so Oh, like kind of remember coming in here for someone's body, and uh, kind of got caught up in the rest of the bits. What are we doing here again?
Go into court, Jim Jar.
Right.
Which you said
So-
was this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, past the big ol' other rocky fellow there.
Okay. I say we pack up and get ready for our journey, guys. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, you still good over there?
Hey, Matt.
I know,
Did,
just pulled an Elvis.
He's pulling. Fell over again. Someone go get him.
I emerge. Do not go in there.
What's up, Nandor?
Jesus. Was there any essence left over from the rock elemental, or no?
Any, like, of the rock elemental itself?
Yeah, like any essence, I guess.
There are chips of the elemental and like pieces of its body and whatnot. As you kind of walk over to it and start looking it over, Jim Jar does kind of walk up to you and is like, "Oh, I did grab this off of it yesterday." As he shows you the gem that was embedded in its chest.
But he gave that to me.
Yeah.
Did he? Did he? Okay, my bad.
You get Diner.
So he says, "I did find a gem, and it's over in. I gave it to Mr. Magic over there, but you know, I'm sure there would be some people who would enjoy parts of these baned elementals back in Blingdenstone."
Yeah, probably. Do you think we should take some?
Well, I'm always up for a quick buck, and I'm sure that there's a few that could take it.
Take a few then.
Are we just to clarify, are we picking up rocks from the former elemental?
Jim Jar is right now, and he's just kind of like, "Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. I could sell this to Yantha Coach Rock. I could, yeah, that looks good."
I'll get some as well, I guess.
Jim Jar, you'll be sharing that reward you get that you made from those rocks with the rest of us, won't you? Since we saved your life and all.
Carry some, and I'll think about it. He passes you up a few pieces as well, because deep gnome size.
So we gather up as much of the rock as we think is reasonable for us to make money off of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
2 pounds each.
Am I mistaken that this pathway to our northeast, I will say, over here, that actually will lead us back up towards the...
That is
garden?
correct. Yeah, that will lead up there.
Excellent. I was more asking that of Jim Jar. But
Yeah, that'll take us there.
excellent. On our way then, shall we?
All right. And as he takes a few steps, he's like, there was also a Medusa there. I'm not going first.
That we killed the Medusa.
I'll go.
There's also terrible other shit.
What other terrible other shit, Jim Jar?
Kraegor, just remember that we haven't been through this path yet, so
What?
keep an eye out.
Be careful.
Keep one eye out.
I see what you did there.
Kind of leans towards you, Einar. Isn't that all he has?
I think he actually has two eyes. I just think that he covers one up. For effect.
It's so he can see at night with his other eye.
Could be. It's a valid way of getting night vision.
So, Kraegor, since you're in front, go ahead and roll me a perception.
It's that old one eye.
With advantage?
So, you head up, walking by, and you don't seem to notice anything. But Einar, as you're walking up, you do seem to notice the remains of the Medusa that has been, ignored by these swarms of rats that lost control. Seems to be slowly shifting. Not like it's moving and like slithering away, but just kind of.
Guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but is the Medusa's body moving?
I think you're right. She was a lot closer when I killed her.
As you're all kind of looking at her, you see this sudden jerky movement of up towards there.
I'm gonna acid splash it.
All right. Go ahead and just make me an attack roll.
Might be a little extreme.
Oh, it's a dex save. So go ahead and just make me a attack roll with your Arcana. So that's Charisma, not Arcana. It's spell casting a modifier.
Okay, so do I just roll an ability check, essentially?
Yeah. Okay. So you see it strike into like the chest and the side of the body, and as you do, you can see where it almost seems to be suspended slightly above, and you follow the line of the acid as it kind of stretches, and you can see that it's attached to this very semi transparent webbing that was pulling it, and the acid causes the webbing to snap and pull. But you can now see that off along the walls and the corners, there were two spiders that were pulling its body, and there's like this crevice and crack in the top of the wall that they were seemingly like pulling it towards. And they both turn and skitter a little bit, having their quarry snapped from their webbing. What would y'all do?
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Just let him go. Let him go.
Do they look mad? Do they look like they're getting ready to attack?
Are they like literally like full like 5-foot spiders?
Yeah, they're not like large creatures, but they're like medium size, so they are, a little bit bigger than a small dog type size.
So like the baby kind of like a baby spider, teenage spider.
I mean, compared to a giant spider, yes.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Spiders. Got it.
Yeah, definitely. But they are kind of doing that like spider territorial thing where they're up against the wall and they've got the front two legs lifted up, and are just kind of making motions in y'all's direction.
Let's just let him go.
I mean, don't we need to go that way?
No, we've got to go down by the stone. But, I mean, I guess we could just put it in the report. I'm just a little worried that they're protecting a nest full of eggs that could potentially hatch. And then, we would have to deal with a lot of little spiders as well as the two big ones.
So we should just take care of them right now, then, right?
pulls out axe.
Right?
I mean, I fire blast one of them.
And I
I
use
was gonna say,
All right, so I'm gonna have
Shoot
y'all just roll some initiatives then.
I was just like, I'm just gonna shoot him. What is with my initiative, dude? Oh my god, it's always so low, every time.
Ow, Ramos
just
taking
all
the
right
lead.
tonight. Taking all right tonight, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it could be worse. You're not last. So, Ramos, you're up front. Right
Are these spiders? I can't see them on my screen.
there.
Oh, that's a far away here. Okay. Since there are spiders, I'm going to pull out the glaive. In 1, 2,
As one does when they're spiders.
25, 30. And then I'm going to hold my action of attack and just like at the ready with the glaive and then shields in front. Just in case it decides to attack.
All right. Is your AC still at 21, or did it go back down to 19? Because I think it was only at 21 from haste, and
Yeah.
haste is definitely passed. So,
19.
all right.
I mean, we could leave it at 21 if you want. Just saying, it'd be nice. It is Christmas time, so.
If you want to roll me a D100 and
Let's
see
not.
what happens.
Let's not. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
It's never a good thing when Matt's like, roll me a D100. Let's see what happens.
Don't worry,
No.
Tony, I got you.
Oh my god.
I know. It's up to you. What would you like to do?
So what
Firebolt.
would happen?
At this one.
Nice. Look at that 20.
Nice. That'll hit. And are you aiming at the top one, bottom
the top
one?
Yeah, the top one.
All right. So easy enough. It strikes into it, and there's the loud as like part of it kind of shrivels up on one side. Seems heavily pained by it. Any movement? Anything else for you?
No.
Then next up is Jim Jar, who is going to kind of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How far is that? 30 feet, 35 feet. Okay, that's not too bad. So then he is just going to use his hand crossbow and try and take a shot at each of them.
They haven't gone in initiative. Is he an assassin?
Yeah.
I don't believe he is. No, he does not have that feat.
I mean, he crits anyway, right? And he has sneak attack.
Yeah. And it was max damage, so yeah.
I mean, dang.
That
He
is
just
the spider
completely destroys the first spider, for sure, as he basically just pins it to the top of the wall. And then makes an attack at the second one.
Just another
Still hits at
24.
least. Still hits. For 7, as he strikes the thorax of the second one, but isn't able to kill it or anything. So, in return, it jumps down and moves towards its closest target. Since the glaive has a reach of 10 feet, you do get an attack before it reaches you. That'll hit. Nice. So almost like flattening it with a large newspaper as it runs at you and skitters at you, you just whack, and it just splats out. And like that, they are very efficiently taken care of.
Alright. So, since Einar said that there might be a nest and they're dead, I'm gonna walk over here and basically like walk up the wall and see if there's anything there, like if there's a nest, possibly.
Can I give him some help?
How are you gonna help? Are you gonna climb up the wall on your own too to look in? Yeah, all right. So go ahead and just give me a investigation with advantage. All right. Well,
Let him roll again. He went too fast. He didn't wait for you to say.
it says it's got advantage, man. It just sometimes it happens. A 6 is better than a natural 1, so we'll take it. But you get over and into the side, and where you look into this crack, you can see, to the extent of your dark vision at least, that it goes in for about 5-10 feet before almost like a or not elevator, air conditioning vent. It just kind of goes immediately 90 degrees angles and up deeper into the wall, kind of where you can't see. There's enough room that their small bodies could have made it in, but you can tell just by even looking at here that like trying to drag the Medusa's body would have been a stretch through it. It probably would have snagged a lot during the process and whatnot. But you can't quite see a nest, but it does seem to go much deeper in.
I shoot acid in there just in case.
Wait. Hey, Jim Jar, you want to make some money?
Oh no.
How much are we talking?
No.
He can crawl through.
He's not doing that.
All right.
I
So
mean,
you just
if he wants to, he could.
Just shoot the.
I say, looking at Jim.
We're on a time strain anyway. You're right. And
I mean, for enough gold, almost anything's worth it.
All right, Jim Jar, what's your running? What's your quote? What's your quota? Come on, tell me. What do you want?
Now, the question is, what exactly are you asking me to do?
Well, I'm in this hole right here, and I'm just like standing sideways, just like pointing down into it.
He kind of looks over at the spiders, and as you kind of now get a look at them as well, compared to normal spiders, these ones are almost completely pitch black with this faint red color to the eyes and this almost jagged exoskeleton across the legs and the rest of the body. Kind of looks at it. 250.
No price too short, huh?
I mean, I got the money, but I ain't gonna do that.
No,
Yeah, I think some acid is fine.
Yeah, acid's good, buddy. Acid's good. Thanks for trying, buddy. Appreciate it. Go back over there, Jim Jar.
Right,
He just very much is like, oh, thank God, as he walks away. But you fling a little bit of acid in there, and you see it hit the back wall at the extension of your sight, and it kind of sprays a little bit, leaking down into the base where it doesn't seem like it drops down, but actually has a floor a little bit right there, and goes up a little bit. Doesn't seem to spook anything out of it, but.
All right. So can I get, since they're gonna go look at the rock, can I just like stay here and like kind of scavenge like the parts, like things from the spiders?
Go ahead and make me a survival.
Hey, Ramus,
Yeah, buddy.
what do you think are the chances that you could snap one of these pieces off of one of these crystals and jam it in that hole?
That's a pretty good bet. I could do it.
Go ahead and make me an athletics thing for you, Ramus. And are you looking for anything in particular, Nandor, or just, useful spider bits?
Oh
Also
yeah, I could
spider
do it.
bits that I could possibly like also make kind of into armor. Like since they're like a little bit more like jagged and shit.
Are you trying to get leather, like medium style armor, or light?
Like
Okay, okay. So I'll say with a 17, you can gather up, we'll put it at 10 chitness pieces, and put it in parentheses next to it in your inventory, light, because that's the kind of style that you're going for, so you know what kind of size and durability and flexibleness that you would need. And
on the loot, right?
yeah. And as Nandor takes out his bit of dagger or short sword or whatever have you, he starts cutting up these spiders. You, Ramas, come over and walk around this large crystal for a moment, looking for just that right piece to fit. And you find one where you can weaken it up a little bit with your axe at the base, and then just strong arm that beast right off. And it takes some like hammering into that crevice, but it definitely can be forced to fit.
Good thing you got a warhammer.
Yep.
Hey, Ironheart, is this what you're talking about?
Looks perfect.
Cool. And I just like get the hammer out and just. All right, it's solid. Ain't moving. Like a glove.
Very much so.
Perfect.
Great job.
Now it's safe.
Great job jamming that hole, Ramus.
That's what I do best.
What she said.
Name of the episode.
That's what who
Jam.
said.
You'll get it when you're older, buddy. Let's go. Come on.
All right.
Great. So let's go check out this stone, shall we?
That's what she said. Right?
Oh
No,
no. Oh no.
Maybe another time. We'll teach you in the ways. Just
Guys.
just
Let's all pause for a moment so that the DM can see what looks like it's in this room.
So, you all are you approaching about this?
Yep. And if it starts moving towards me, I'm going to start backing up.
Okay. So you start walking down the stairs and everything, and you get towards the base of the stairs where you can see that large, rounded at the base and then pointed towards the top menhir sending stone that has all of the small sockets across it, and you can see the one that Nandor had placed in, and it just still has this faint glow and hum to it. And as you're there, you can see still sitting in that corner, rested the way that you had seen it before, Kraegor, whenever you had come to poke through, the rock elemental just sitting. And as you take those steps towards the bottom, you see its head shift in your direction and look towards you.
Also, since this motherfucker knocked me out, like, I feel like there'd be like this, like the acid or something like would be coming off of like Nandor's hands, just like anger, kind of. Because it's like, oh,
You're doing the Arthur clenched fist at the side, but instead of
Yeah.
blood coming out of your knuckles, it's acid.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like lean over and like do a Palpatine, like
Do
do
it.
it, do it.
And Nandor, let's
Uh-huh.
back up. Back up for a moment. Let's think about this.
Hey Einar, don't you have that gem stone thing?
Yes. Yes, I do. I do indeed.
Maybe it could react to it in a way, thinking we're a friendly.
I mean, that's an idea. Let me check and see if the stone is actually magical. Also, think for a moment on whether or not earth elementals typically have a heart, and if they do, if me showing that to it would greatly offend it.
Give me it.
Hey, Nandor, you still got that dynamite?
I do.
Everyone take 2 sticks and throw it in after we light it real quick.
I think that's a good idea.
I mean, I don't want to blow up this
Yeah.
stone.
Yeah.
At this point, throw the stone. Okay.
So I'm going to step back
So let's all step back in this room, guys. Let's all step
and I'm going to do some detect magic on that
Nandor, come on.
stone heart thing.
Shoot. Stay up here at the top of the staircase. If it moves, shoot it with the acid. We'll give you that.
Staying right here.
So it does radiate some conjuration magic.
Conjuration. Really need pearls. Okay. Conjuration magic. Summoning. Maybe it was summoned.
Well, whenever I put that stone inside the pillar or that rock, that came out.
Yeah, I'm more wondering why it would be that the heart of the one that we took care of earlier, he says, picking his words carefully, is radiating conjuration magic. That just seems weird.
Okay, I'm blanking on conjuration. This is me, Esteban talking, not Nandor. Elaborate.
Summoning magic.
Ooh, okay.
Like someone just
Yeah.
made the giant stone. Okay, cool. Cool.
So are we going straight through it?
I mean, we can.
Not yet, Jim Jar. Not
What-
yet.
Jim Jar,
What's
you and I
on
have
the
a
other side of
order
the
settled.
room?
What do you mean on the other side of the room?
Well, I mean, we have to get to the other side of the room, but the little bit that I could see looked like there was a staircase that might be collapsed in on.
Nandor, roll me a perception from where you are.
I'm very good at these, especially with my -1.
Alright, 12 isn't bad. You can see that on the other side of this chamber, there is a about 15 to 20 foot wide passageway that it looks like has some stairs that do lead a little bit downward, but that passageway is broken and it is collapsed in on itself, and it doesn't look as solidly packed as some of the other collapsed tunnels you've seen. You can see even from here there are some areas where it looks like there are gaps that you may be able to crawl through, but without a proper investigation, you don't know if those gaps would lead to a dead end or to the other side.
Okay. So there's this collapsed staircase over there. We could crawl through it, but we would need to get closer just to make sure.
What if we I'm sorry, just quick idea, guys. I know I'm not the idea guy here, but let me think. If we were to what if we were to distract it somehow to come this way and then go
Ginger.
around the other side, go down and go through the passageway?
That's a great idea. I'm not opposed to that idea at all. There's two problems. One is whatever's causing the distraction to bring it up here will probably have to stay up here to keep it distracted, while the rest of us crawl through into gaps that we have no idea where they go. And two, once it stops being distracted, it can very easily follow us because, as I mentioned the last time we talked about these things, and as we've seen multiple times, they can kind of burrow through rock. So, I mean, it could literally go down on this side and come up on the other. No problem.
Jim Jars kind of pipes up and goes, you know, you all kind of gave me a chance to escape before, so this time I can return the favor. And, you know, get a little revenge. How about you pass me some of that dynamite you got? I'm going to tie it together, and I'll keep that fucker's attention real quick.
Now,
Not this buddy.
well, I mean, I know the problem would be with he may be able to follow us down, but if he doesn't know, if Jim Jar was the one to distract him and he doesn't know that we went down, he doesn't even know that he's none the wiser that we were even there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'd have to get through to the other side and far enough away that he wouldn't be able to sense us, which is a pretty significant area that he can sense tremors in. I mean, he knows that we're here right now, most likely. Beyond the fact that
He is still just kind of staring at Nandor, yeah.
Also,
Accident.
what about when we have to come back?
Either we go through it now, or we get through it when we come back, is what you're saying?
I mean, let's do two things. One, Nando, from there, can you tell me, does it look like maybe the stone that we got can also fit into that center stone?
Kind of looking at the center one a little bit. The stone that you were given before, with the hollow in it, and kind of looking at the one that Einar is holding now, they look a little bit different in size. The one Einar is holding is a little bit bigger than the one you had used before.
Okay.
But you said there was multiple slots in that.
Yeah, it would take a closer investigation to see if they are of the right size at that point.
Okay.
All right.
So we need to either distract it or attack it.
So
Maybe.
why don't
Maybe
I?
this one also has a gem inside of it that we could also use, because if there's multiples, we're gonna have to collect an Infinity Stone.
Right, that's kind of my thought, is there's that possibility. But why don't I go in with this stone, see how it reacts to that? Worst case scenario, I can get out of there fairly easily. Best case scenario, it becomes my best friend. I'm for that.
If we get two people on the sides here, Matt, and it goes up the stairs and we attack it, does it count as a surprise attack with advantage? Like he does the distraction of running back this way, and as it comes up, we attack it with advantage. Would that be a thing?
Maybe.
I'm trying to just plan for in the worst case scenario here.
If you timed it, I'll say if you timed it enough to where you would have your people flanking it, then you would get the advantage for flanking. But you do know that from what Einar has told you, that thanks to their ability to sense through tremors, you don't really have the stealth right now.
So while this is like while they're talking, like I'm just like trying to form like acid like in my fucking palm. I'm just like
A pool of acid.
like I'm just getting ready.
Okay. I'm gonna go down, and I'm going to see what happens. Wish me luck, and if I die, all of my things go to Kraegor.
Even Kraegor is like, "Are you sure about that?"
Surprise Dream Jar's like, I'll take something.
I will gracefully take it, Einar, and take care of it.
I gently rest my hand on Nandor's shoulder, and I go, soon. Maybe. Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully it's my best friend, right? You can still hope that way goes, how that things go. Right, let's go.
Hang on. Now it's like since he's gonna walk up there, like obviously acid's not gonna do a lot of damage. So I'm just gonna get ready to cast Shatter on that bitch.
All right. And, so as you kind of fling the bits of acid off of your hand and get out a small coin ready, Einar, you take a step past him down to the bottom stairs, and you can see that it now shifts its focus from Nandor to you as you go to those bottom steps.
So
Kraegor.
I'm gonna pull out the heart gem and kind of just hold it outward in my hand as I take my next step forward.
Are you prepping Messy Step or no?
Kraegor, you get on the other
I mean,
side of the wall.
or gaseous form?
I don't think I can prep it for a
Get over-
surprise
get over
round
here. Get over
action.
here. No, this right here.
Okay.
So I take my step forward.
All right. As you step into the room, kind of getting a look over towards the large center sending stone, if you'd like, you can make me a perception check real quick, just to, because I know you're also looking for a spot on there for this gem.
Excuse me.
All right. So you kind of glance at it occasionally, but most of your attention is on this large elemental staring at you. And as you take your step in, it shifts up and stands immediately as you step into the room, and it then begins to move towards you. We are going to now have some initiatives.
Using Shatter. I prepped it.
Yep, you did prep it. I know you were prepped and ready to go for a escape, Einar. So if you did want to have like a Misty Step or something like that prepped, I would allow it for this case.
I'll allow it.
Did you want to cast real quick for me, Nandor, since you had that prepped?
So instead of throwing the coin, can I just like shatter him since he's made out of stone, like I did last time? Okay, I'll just do that then.
So Kraegor and I've already got our weapons out. Too, since we're on the side.
Wait. Okay, good to know, Ramos. Good to know. It does have disadvantage. Sorry, it is inorganic.
But
There we go.
Ooh, natural 1. 2.
Yeah.
Serves you right.
or normal?
How dare you?
Huh?
Critical or normal? Since it's like
I mean, only if natural 1 saving throws are critical against.
no,
all-
I'm asking. No, I'm asking because it's like I'm asking because it's like it's not expecting it at all.
It's a normal.
Okay.
Take it.
All right. And so it definitely takes the pain of the thunderous wave as it shocks across its body, sending pieces of it flying. And now from there, we are going to have an initiative as you all can definitely hear the cannon fire like start of combat.
Here we go.
Oh wow.
Look at you. But look at that.
An A. Oh damn.
Word.
Jim Jar, what?
Okay.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Did you missy step? You
Did you want to Missy Step on her?
No,
No?
no, I'm gonna stick with it.
All right. Then starting us off is Jim Jar, who is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Actually, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to over here. And he is going to prep up his hand crossbow. So then Ramos.
I'm gonna bust out the good old great axe. Go.
also, whenever I casted Shatter, I was like, "Don't you dare fucking move another side, you son of a bitch!" Because he's getting close. Like he's gonna start walking towards Einar, and I'm not trying to get knocked out again or anyone else.
I feel that. I feel
I'm
that.
gonna get right in front of Einar with my 30, and then
Alright.
I'm going to use the search. Use the brass horn. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Matt. We're not doing that. Don't even think about it. Didn't say it. For jokes. Use action surge, and then I'm going to just let loose a barrage of attacks on it.
Using your glaive,
No, the axe.
you are not
Still
in
too far away.
range.
Right, that's what surge is. Doesn't it give me a little?
I mean, action surge will let you use an action to take 5 feet of steps more to get in range to attack with a great axe. His action surge gives you another action and bonus action.
Right, so bam, 5. It's 5, and then.
All right, so now you get 2 attacks.
You could hold your action.
Or
Or
you
you
can stay there, use your glaive that has a 10-foot range, and use your action surge and get 4 attacks.
All right, I'll hold the action. I'll use the glaive, and then just go from there.
The problem ultimately that we're trying to avoid for you is using your action surge just for 5 feet of movement.
Yeah, no, I got you. And that
So
attack.
12 doesn't hit as it lifts up one of its large arms and the glaive scrapes across it, not dealing any damage. You do get a second, which definitely does hit with the 21.
Take an 8.
Alright. Solid 8 points of damage into it. Anything else for you?
Just basically be a shield in front of Einar.
Alright. Well, you will get your chance to prove your shieldedness as it takes a step forward.
Yep.
And prepares to see which of the two is harder. First attack. It just slams up and off to the side, cracking into the side of the wall here next to you. Definitely no hit.
Can it punch itself at least? Oh, makes up for it with that lovely freaking attack. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
So as you get distracted by the small hail of dirt and debris above you that gets all up in your armor, you kind of shake it just in time to see the second fist follow through and slam you up into the wall. All
Ow.
right. Nandor, come see you.
You're on mute.
Didn't you say I get like a multi-tacker or something? Like, or what level was that? I remember you saying something about that a while back.
Okay, pause.
Because
I know Bard gets multi attack with a certain feat or not feat thing.
College?
Cool, right?
Yeah, college.
Okay.
Otherwise you'd have to have 2 light weapons for main hand and offhand.
Okay. That means tentacle rod on its own bitch.
All right. First one hits. Second one just misses.
That one hits too.
Third one hits. So that's 2d6 of damage.
Gonna roll it individually, I guess. 6 total.
All right. So you wrap out with the tentacle rod, one of them striking off to the side and up the shoulder, unable to get that good purchase, but the other 2 wraps around one of its large arms and pulls, lifting it up off of Troy's body or Ramos's body after slamming him into the wall. Movement bonus.
Bonus. Let's see. What do I got for bonus? I'm gonna use Mantle of Majesty on it.
All right. And what is the command that you speak?
The command that I speak is forfeit.
All right.
Do we have music going right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All
there
right.
it is.
Found it.
Nice. Okay. Good to know. So next up then is Einar. As you see, Nandor kind of point his body, radiate that Fey magic, and he says, "Forfeit." And the creature seems to relax just a little bit, still staying in its position for now, but what would you like to do?
I can't remember if command is broken by somebody attacking it. I don't think so, right?
Hang on.
I don't think so as well.
Speak one word, approach, flee, draw, da.
Yeah, no, it looks like should be fine.
Okay.
Can we get a stick of dynamite, put it in its mouth, and light it?
It's next to the stone.
On this side of it?
Oh my god.
Actually, I will say, if it doesn't understand your language, it does not succeed, which I did not realize last time.
What language does it understand?
It does
Rock.
not seem to understand common.
Rock. There you go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Alright.
Shit.
So
I didn't read that last time, so that's my bad.
staying behind Ramus and not moving away because I know that it's got reach based off of what happened the last time. I'm gonna throw up haste. And I'm gonna hit my boy Ramos, and I'm gonna hit Kraegor in the back there as well.
All right.
Hit the two of them with that, which also means that I'm using that. So it's 3 spell points. And then I will... I will end my turn.
Sorry. Before I say two, before you do end, I am actually over here. I don't know if this change. Does that change anything?
Where are you?
I'm actually behind the wall over in this area. I was just there for the view.
Oh, yes, it does change things because I can't hit you with the spell when you're all the way over there.
Yeah.
Make things difficult, don't you?
I'm just being honest.
Hey,
Yes.
fair. Okay. Well then, in that case, I guess I'll hold off on haste, and I'll just shoot it in the face instead.
All right. All right.
Get that back, and get those back. Could do. Boom. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna quicken spell, and I'm gonna use my guiding bolt.
Nice.
Shoot it in the face.
And you do. That does hit.
So 16 points of radiant, and then I'm gonna follow that up with a firebolt.
At advantage because of the guiding bolt.
Goodness gracious.
Well, the firebolt, it just seeing it get hit, it's because of the recoil from the guiding bolt, it just kind of goes a little past where you wanted it to go. Oh,
16 still not gonna hit, is it?
no, unfortunately not. As it starts to curve, as it
It
does.
slams into the wall.
Yep.
Wait,
Yep.
but does he have advantage still on that favor of the gods?
Not for favored, unfortunately.
Sorry, buddy.
He's in flanking position with the gods.
Yeah, he's behind me. He's flanking.
What, you guys didn't realize yet? The gods don't reach the Underdark.
Oh shit.
Only the demon overlords. I get it. Okay.
Well,
I mean,
then,
Gods,
speaking.
demon overlords.
They are a god. I mean.
well then, now technically it is Einar. You're to go. I mean, Kraegor. Sorry, y'all almost rhyme.
Okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30.
Dang.
And
Y'all really using me as a shield here.
hey, you're
That's what you're
offering,
good
I'm
for.
using it.
It's like a Scooby-Doo episode where they're all like packing behind each other. Okay, I like it.
You're Fred.
How tall is this thing again?
Tall.
It's about 10 feet, 12 feet.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, probably about 10 feet.
I'm going to go ahead and grab my Medusa's longbow and take a shot at the face.
Alright.
Damn it.
So, trying to get a shot behind the wrist. You're also aiming a little high, trying not to accidentally shoot Ramos or Einar in the back of the head. And it just goes a little over.
Okay, then I'm gonna just take a few more steps this way. Try to come around the back here, right there. That's enough, right?
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get there.
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm still gonna do that, but if I can, I was gonna maybe whisper to Einar. Einar, you have the stone right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why don't I take that stone off your hand? Maybe I can get behind it and see if it fits in anywhere.
I mean, it's still in my hand, so you could take it.
Oh,
Give me that. I need it.
I'll just take that. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I lost connection.
I did too.
Wait, I think we lost Matt.
Yep, we lost Matt.
I mean, that or he's holding a perfect pose right now.
You know,
Right?
I wouldn't doubt it. He's very good at that.
Gentlest of smiles on his face.
Well, maybe
Internet went out. He just sent it in the group.
Okay. We're gonna take a quick technical, guys. We'll be back very shortly. Thank you.
I took 18 points. My man. And that better be Sprite. You know what I'm saying? With down Sprite.
Sorry, guys. We're back. Sorry for the quick technical issue, but we are back online, ready to go. Thank you for joining us. Matt, go ahead and take it away. I think last I was just taking the stone from Einar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, last I heard off was, you poking Einar about a rock. So,
Well, I had made mention to him that I still technically had the rock in my hand, so he could just easily just grab it.
yeah.
And so I do, and then I go back to my position that I left in the last spot.
All right. Easy enough.
Except
Oh,
for the
that's
game, it's
zoomed in.
paused. There we
That
go.
is zoomed in right there.
And then just staying right there for now.
Is there any way I could do an investigate from this point right now?
Like a little peek over.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to like too thorough deep, but you're looking for pretty much a spot to hold it, right?
Yeah, basically.
The clutch.
Kraegor, the mother clutch.
A clutch. I want that on a t-shirt already.
Right, right. You give a look over the front and side and back of this stone, and it looks like all of the sockets are a little small for the one that you have in hand already, and that this one is separate from what this stone needs.
Okay. I just kind of shout at them. It doesn't fit.
That's what she said.
Still don't get that.
All right. Top of the round, Jim Jar, who expected more people to fall back, starts running forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He can only get to about there, so he's going to make his attacks at the elemental with his hand crossbow.
Oh my god.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he's got a type. It's do good in the first one. That's about it.
Disappointing ending.
But he does get one solid strike in, and you can see it hits into the top side of the elemental and kind of breaks off a few little rocks and chips. But does good. So Ramos, come see you.
Since I'm close, I'm gonna put out the glaive for my axe real quick, just and then I'm going to use it. But I'm also gonna use reckless attacks.
Gotcha.
Because I am pissed the fuck off.
Understandable. Yeah.
You are you raging?
No. Saving that for later.
Fair enough.
Well, actually, no. I do have 2 slots, so I'll use it this one. So yeah, I'll rage.
Okay. So as you go in to start recklessly swinging your great axe, just kind of tossing your glaive to the side, you begin to feel the pulse of their anger and rage at this large hulking thing in your way. Go ahead and make me your 2 attacks with advantage. First one, shing, but the second hits. And since you're raging, don't forget to add +2 to your damage.
Gotta be shitty.
Alright. All right.
You can re-roll that.
Yes, I can. Right.
Add that +2.
I'll take the 9.
Yep. So you cut, across it, cutting off a nice little portion of it as well, getting dust all over your face where there would be normally blood. Any movement or anything else for you?
I can't move because if I do, it's going to give it an attack of opportunity, right?
If you try to move out of its attack range. So if you wanted to move to like a different portion of where it's standing or something like that, you could. But so long as you don't leave its 10-foot attack range.
I'm going to try to get behind it.
Alright. You would have to kind of squeeze over on the top side, kind of by where Kraegor is, because it's up against the wall across the bottom.
So, and I'll get on the back of it.
Alright.
Like, it's like checking its wounds, and I'm just like not really paying attention. I can just sneak under it.
Yeah. Luckily, it is big enough that it is just kind of like, with the swing of the attack. So after that, it is going to come to its turn, and it is going to swing at the closest thing towards it still, which is you, Ramos. So it is just going to bring up its 2 hands down straight towards you. Both attacks with advantage because of the recklessness. First one also just does not hit. Neither does the second one. So just as you kind of skirt under its chest and everything, and it lifts up to slam down onto you, you just stand up and look at it as your shield comes right above your head and catches it for you. And you just have a moment there to gloat as Nandor comes to you. Also muted.
Tentacle out again.
Say what?
Tentacle. Yeah.
17 hits, 24 hits. That one doesn't.
All right.
So you get 2 of the tentacles that sweep around one of its legs, and the third one just kind of goes a little too far, almost catching Ramos with a nice little Rochambeau shot, but not quite enough.
Whoa!
Anything else for you, Nandor, or staying there?
You gotta take me out to breakfast first.
Do I need to do this?
Probably not.
Healing word, level 1 to Ramos.
Oh, nice. Almost 7 health to you.
Don't get hit.
Try not to.
We're doing a bad job about it.
Einar comes to you then.
All right. Well, this round.
Don't you do that, man. Don't you do that. Don't do it down there below where I can't see you.
That's what she said?
So I'm going to hit haste on both Ramos and Kraegor.
All right. You guys just feel like you got off the Rattler at Six Flags. You're good to go.
Great ride.
And
Like a death trap.
Exactly.
I'm going to drain a second level spell for my bonus action to give myself 3 points of sorcerer points.
Okay.
Basically pay for that. And then I'm going to be done, I think.
All right.
I can only... you know what? I'll look that up myself. I'm good.
Okay. So as the two of you get your jimmies in a bunch, Kraegor, Romus, your AC goes up by 2, and you get an additional action on your turn. So, Kraegor, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so I can be at flank with Ramus here.
All right.
And I'm gonna do 2. So, yeah, I'm gonna do 2 dagger attacks. One with my silver, one with my dagger venom to
Okay.
start.
Which one are you using first?
The silver dagger.
All right. That'll hit.
That's a crit.
And you do get, oh snap, yes it is. So it's a crit with sneak attack as well.
Clutch,
So that
babe.
3d6.
Take it.
Do you want me to continue? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my dagger venom now.
All right. That will hit as well.
Is this sneak attack too, or?
You can only do sneak attack once per round.
Got it.
All right.
And,
So you cut in with the first one, catching onto it with your silver dagger as you like slide under the leg and just tear a good portion of the rock off there. And as you come up with the second one, stabbing into its back with the dagger of venom, you notice that between the two, your dagger of venom seems to cut into it much more smoothly than your silver one.
oh, interesting. Okay. So I've got one more attack, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use my long. No, I'm not.
I'm gonna use my longbow right next to
From
it.
a short distance.
Well, I'm just saying, hey, that's full power, baby. You gotta think.
It won't travel.
It doesn't even. I'm going right.
Just take the arrow and stab it, you know?
Um.
I don't think you can do that. That'd be cool. Just saying.
I guess I'm just gonna use my short sword. I guess it's.
You've got a dagger in each hand right now, so you could choose to use one of the two
Oh,
daggers.
okay. Then I'm gonna use my dagger venom.
Two
Yeah.
attacks that.
I'm gonna use my dagger venom one more time.
All right.
Sorry.
You good?
Nice.
That will hit for sure.
Take it.
Nice. So you pull yourself up with your dagger of venom with that one slice, pull it out, flip it, and just stab once again into the backside. And it kind of rears upward, doesn't really make any sounds, but you can definitely tell it is in pain.
Can I disengage from this point, or?
For 3 attacks, you would have used a bonus action. Because you have 2 attacks with haste, and then your third with being your light weapon.
Okay, I guess I was kind of confused because I thought with my 2 light weapons being used, those usually take up 1 turn, and then
They
plus.
take up a action and a bonus action. So that is
Oh
1 turn.
yes, no, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yep. Okay.
All right. Then top of the round comes to Jim Jar, who is going to stay back here, content where he is away from it after being hit with it last time. And he's just going to look at you, Nandor, and be like, they're crazy for getting up in there. I don't like that.
Just wait.
That hits, and he does get sneak attack. Nice. And then for the second attack, it unfortunately misses as it strikes into the side. You see the first bolt just kind of and stick out of the side of it. And then it comes to Ramas.
How many arrows does it have, or bolts does it have in it?
2 or 3.
Are they in the front or on the back side?
Kind of like side and back.
Okay, so since I'm behind it, I'm going to like climb up and get a jumping attack with my freaking axe as it's coming down. And I'm gonna like try to get it along the back and hopefully open a hole or a slit to where I can see if there's a gem or said ruby or something inside of it.
Okay. So as it's kind of turning and recoiling from Kraegor's attacks and going to look at him, you see the bolts climb it and go for your attacks. Make your 2 attacks with advantage because you are flanking. First one hits. So does the second. Go ahead and roll me all that damage.
15.
All right. Oh yes, you do, because of haste. Correct. Third one unfortunately misses though, as you carve down, and the first 2 cut open this nice large swath. And as you're going to cut for the third one, you accidentally step on a now loose portion of its back and kind of slide down its back and back to where you were before. But looking up into that gash that you made across it, you see nothing but compact dirt and earth in this one. It does not look like this one has a gem like the other.
I'll tell that to the others. I'll yell it out. No gem in this one!
All right. So afterwards, it is going to kind of make an attack at both Ramas then Kraegor, as it turns and swings one arm out at you after cutting through it, and then it's going to bring down the other arm to try and slam on top of you, Kraegor. So first against Ramas. For 15, as you yell that out, you kind of just have a moment to look up and just see the shadow of its arm come down. And then an 11 for you, Kraegor. So you see its wide swing coming at you and just kind of duck and slide under it. Then Nandor comes to you.
I'm gonna walk over here and pull the stone out.
All right. You reach in and you go to grab the stone, and it feels fairly wedged in there now, much more difficult to pull out than it was to put in. You can make me an athletics check as an action to try and pull it out.
Okay, so if it actually fits in. Okay, Matt, need your help. This is the place that we're supposed to put that stone. I'm assuming, considering it fits. And I'm assuming that this thing is guarding it and we're kind of disturbing it.
Make me either an Arcana or Religion.
Whichever one's higher.
Okay. So, kind of going over it and looking at it, you can see that as you kind of put it in, slept, and came back, the stone is still kind of pulsing, and you can see little bits of these like ancient carving that is written into this stone that kind of pulse up a little bit and then fade, and it looks like it is more trying to activate and complete some sort of spell, but it can't right now. So you gather more. This is a part of cleansing rather than hindering.
Okay. Was that my action? Yes or no? Or is that just like a free
I would say at most that would be a bonus action.
Okay. Okay. Can I run up this rock right here? And then like jump on it?
Where'd you go, man, spider?
What happened?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. So I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna jump on it.
There he goes.
Do I roll anything or no?
No. With spider climb, for you, it's easy enough to do so.
Okay, and then I'm
And
gonna...
since it's a not necessarily living surface, but imbued surface, you don't get like the instant stick that you do to other walls like you do on the elemental. So you still have to hold on to the elemental.
Okay, so then like I'm just gonna like, since I'm on it, I'm gonna do like the thunder wave on it.
All right.
At
It is a
level-
15-foot cube, if I remember correctly. So you will have to choose either to hit Ramos or Nandor with it, or Kraegor. I keep mixing up y'all's names.
Sorry, Ramos, do you think you can take it?
I can take it.
Couldn't.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, because here's the thing: like, if I'm on top of it and I'm like aiming right at it, like directly on it, would I be able to like just focus it on it or no? Like, considering like I'm aiming that down on the actual elemental.
Basically, building, or he's using it as like a drill straight into it and focusing it all on the.
And if it was a cone, that would make more sense, and I'd allow it. But it is a straight-up cube. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I need Ramos to make me a dexterity save.
Is he on the square? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna ask this question. Is he on the square that he's actually like his token is actually on? Because on my screen he's inside of the upper left corner.
Yes.
So couldn't he focus the cube to be here?
I already placed it.
Which would be like catching it in that top corner, but
Yeah.
avoiding hitting any of the allies.
I was just going by where he placed his cube.
Okay.
So,
You
what
barely
is
fell.
your DC, Nandor?
14.
All right.
Ramos, it's a con save.
Oh, yeah. Reroll that. That's because it is supposed to be a con save.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
You could just click on like the thunder wave and do that.
Yeah. It has the saving throw on there.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I was like, because I clicked that first, and I was like, I'll hit the saving throw. And it's like dexterity. What? Oh, okay.
There you go. All right. Go ahead and roll me damage. So you take half damage of that, Mr. Nandor or Ramos, and you are not thrown back 10 feet. and the elemental itself seems to withstand a lot of the blow, but it is still shooken up by it. And you see parts of it just kind of shaled off and thrown off. And it looks like it is now barely standing. Any other movement? Anything else for you, Nandor?
No. That's it. I'm just gonna stay on this and hang on for fucking dear life.
All right.
You want to hang on to a thing that's about to get shot with either fire and or lightning.
So as you hold on to it like a bunking bronco, Einar, it comes see you.
Einar, kill this fucking thing!
So that's all I'll do. I'm gonna use Chill Touch.
All right. Go ahead and make me that attack roll. A wee bit under. I will say, with Nandor basically flanking on your side, except like top flanking, you will get advantage with this.
Roll it again.
Yeah.
I didn't have to put it up a second time, but hey!
There we go.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, one away. It's all right.
All right. So as you point up and just release this almost like ethereal extension of your hand that floats forward, grips into the chest of this thing, and then from there just kind of spreads out this frosty greenish black energy that kind of comes across its chest, and you see its whole body start to crumble beneath you, Nandor, as it just falls to the ground.
Take that, you son of a bitch!
Nice work, guys. Nice work.
I look,
kick a rock.
I look Einar straight in the eye and I say, "That's what she said."
I knew it.
Did I do it right, Einar?
No.
Oh, damn it!
No.
Damn it! Stay! God damn it!
As you're there cursing off to the side, Einar and Ramas, the two of you notice that the Menhir stone kind of around where Nandor put in that hollow gem begins to glow a faint bit through the etchings and writings that are across it. And you can see that almost like a striped band, it kind of fills up the bottom portion of the entire stone. And yeah. And do y'all do anything as you see this, or?
Is that all of the writing, or does it look like that's like one level of?
It looks like a portion of the writing.
What is this, a freaking trial?
I mean, it would have been nice if they had told us, like, hey, just so you know, you're gonna have to fight an Earth Elemental. Just unlock part 1 of the ritual. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe like somebody took the rest of the stones.
And as you say that, you hear this from the wall nearby as
Oh god.
a second elemental begins to break off of the walls. And as it does and it hits the ground, Nandor, you can feel shifting about your feet. The stones that you have that are around you kind of begin to move and jostle slightly, and then very slowly begin to shift over and start to take shape up against this side wall. Though the shape it takes is different than the jagged rock elementals you see across the room. The one it's starting to take shape for is closer to the circular stone elementals that you had seen when you first met the deep gnomes.
So is it an ally?
It seems that
Ha!
the one that was defeated is shifting into an ally.
You rolled a 0 for your initiative. Ha!
You don't get that.
You
Yeah,
don't
it's
get to go.
It's not going so well. It's not going so well.
Oh no.
So, this would start us off at the top of the round in a new initiative, unless y'all all want to re-roll initiatives, or are you content with your numbers?
I'm fine with it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good.
We're all going before him, so I don't really matter.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I
I
many
think
levels
it's
were there?
literally impossible for any of us to go after him. So
Hold on. How many levels are there?
Apparently, there's like 3. I'm guessing because Matt said partial. He didn't say half. He said partial. Or 4, depending on quarter.
Okay. Let's just go. Let's speed run this.
All right.
Almost
So,
dead.
Jim Jar, who's still kind of been staying on the edge, is like, "Oh, son of a bitch!" And he goes over to make 2 attacks. Very unhappy and about this. First one hits. Second one misses.
Oh, Jim Jar.
at least you're consistent.
Right?
Okay.
And Ramas. And it has still been within a minute at least, so your haste is still up, Einar.
I'm going to. I'm at 21 of 52, so I'm gonna. I know I had some potion.
Get into a flank for me. If you
I'm gonna
can.
take the potion of greater healing, real quick.
All right.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna use it?
That is a bonus action for you to pop it
Alright,
for
no.
yourself. So,
Screw it. Never mind. Okay. Screw it. Okay.
It's a
You guys are
bonus
great.
action, so it doesn't take away any of your attacks.
You guys will bring me back though, right? Here we go.
I mean, the less I have to spend spells on saving you, the more I get to spend spells on killing it. So,
21.
what you gonna do, Ramas? What you doing? What you doing?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Come on, man.
Section. Use it.
All right.
I agree with that.
13.
Right click it and then add to your health.
Got it. And then I'm
Alright.
going to 15, 20, get behind it, or in its flank.
Exactly.
Would that be the flank or this one, Matt?
Well, no one's across from it yet, so you're setting the flank. Where would you
Alright.
like to stand?
Either way, we should be able to get wherever you need.
I'll set the flank here, and then I will do my attacks. And since I'm still feeling it, do I still get the 3 attacks? Or just okay, so here we go.
Whack, whack, whack.
Whacking.
Whack,
At
whack,
normal
whack.
Unless these are normal, unless you're doing reckless, because you don't have a flank yet.
Go reckless. I like reckless. It's nice.
All right, then go ahead and make these at advantage.
That's
First
a
one,
crit.
not 20.
Fuck yeah.
Second one hits. Third one hits as well.
So crit. Normal.
Holy crap, dude. Reroll the last damage.
Reroll
Reroll the last damage.
Roll that last one. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, no way. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
There you go.
Holy crap.
Oh. I'm getting
51
good.
points.
Damage.
51 fucking points.
I'm getting good, man. I'm just like, this is bullshit.
And you very much feel the rage and the annoyance at just as you tear through this thing. And, you know, as you cut down at it, it has a bit of resistance to your attacks, even though you feel, because you don't have any magic or magical weapon right now, but damn, it still fucking hurts it.
Boy, I have a magical weapon like a giant axe out of nowhere, Matt.
A what? Well, at the end of your turn, Nandor, come see you.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna move over here. So I'm gonna run across, and I'm gonna attack it with the tentacle rod, unless Don wants to wake the fuck up.
When
All
you
of a
read that
sudden.
book, she's just not that into you, man.
Here's the thing.
16 just misses.
28 hits, though.
Hits,
Damn
and
it.
15 misses.
Alright, that's not bad.
Good.
So it just kind of shells up almost as the three tentacles just. One of them strikes through, but two of the others just can't seem to break through the stone. Any bonus action? Anything else for you? I think, Ramos, you still have a bardic inspiration. Is that who you gave one to earlier? Nandor?
I didn't do bardic inspiration.
Oh, I thought you did. No, it was healing word that I was thinking of that you yelled at him. My bad.
Okay, so now I'm going to do bardic inspiration on Kraegor. Do the clutch.
Be the clutch. You are the clutch.
That's what she said, right? Right?
That is what she said. Yes, it is. Now go.
Okay.
And then, Einar, you have to kind of get stuck in the middle of this conversation. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
The Rock, please go ahead and attack.
I'm gonna hit it with this.
All right.
Or try to, at least.
Haven't seen that in a minute.
Natural one.
Wrong guy! Wrong guy! Fucker, you said it!
I knew it!
You fucking said it!
You know what's gonna happen.
So, Einar, go ahead and roll me a
D4?
d20.
Oh, fuck.
Really?
Why is he 20?
All right.
I
So,
love how I still come up as Arcados when I
Yeah,
do
that was interesting.
right? That was weird. I was like, it says Einar the rest of the time.
So technically, it wasn't the right roll because the wrong character did it.
So,
He's a ghost at this point, right? So,
Ramos,
yep.
as you're there getting ready for that next strike, you lift up your axe and you feel this kind of hit the top of it, and you have a moment just to look up as you see a little bit of it
You're
drip
kidding
off
me.
and hit onto you and then begin to expand as you find yourself restrained.
This is bullshit!
My bad.
Just kill this fucking thing.
On.
Can I like break out of it? Like use some strength, the rage or something? Just like, like smash it. Get out of the goop. It's gonna send me in a fucking rage anyway, so it doesn't matter. This fucking goop.
Alright.
I will say, Einar, you being the magical man that you are, the alcohol in your bag.
Yep. Oh no. That's I am
just-
running up and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm literally just repeating that over and over as I pop the top of the keg of ale that was bought for me and just start dumping it on the damn solvent and the goo. Just like, I'm sorry.
Why you wasting? No, that's good. Why you wasting that?
Trying to drink it.
He's sitting there going,
Oh, well, Kraegor comes to you after that. A nice little show.
Okay, out of curiosity, with Ramos's current state, if I come here, is that going to be in flank or?
It will be, thanks to Einar again quickly coming over and helping with that solvent there.
Okay. Gonna do what Kraegor does best. We're gonna start with the dagger venom.
There we go. Gotta hit, baby.
That'll hit. Sneak attack.
Wait, can he? Wait, what does a bardic inspiration go towards again? Hang on.
You can do that on attack.
Attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
Okay.
I got you. Don't worry. And then I'm gonna do the silver dagger this time, and
Okay.
this one I will use the bardic inspiration on.
Alright.
So that's advantage. That's what do I do?
D8 that you get to add to your attack roll.
That'll hit.
Good thing I did that. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna run damage.
Yeah, it's a good thing you did.
Okay. And then for my haste is still going, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna use dagger venom one more time.
Alright.
Uno mas.
There you go.
That'll hit.
Take it, baby.
Nice.
And I think I'll call it there.
Alright, so you come up and quickly just get a stab into its side, and it is slowly taking the damage, falling apart. And it is going to turn and kind of bring its arms in a sweep and attack at you, Mr. Kraegor. First one is a 24 to hit. Second one is also a 24
Oh
to
my
hit.
god.
As it deals 30 points of damage and just kind of brings both of its arms directly into you as you stab its butt a few times. And it was not very happy.
That's what she said. I mean, almost. I don't know. Okay.
Gets it once and he's on a roll. Look at him.
I'll lose it. Don't worry.
But that is pretty much all it can do as it just kind of turns and wails. And so, top of the round, Mr. Jim Jar is going to stay at his corner and is just going to be like, "You guys got this."
Come
Shoot
stand in
it!
front of me. Stand in front of me.
Oh yeah, I got this. Coughing up blood. Yeah, exactly.
Since he pretty much just saw that like straight on firsthand, he's kind of got a little shake going to his hand right now, and he can't quite hit the shots. So Ramos, as it comes back to you, your solvent is in the process of now completely being what is it? Dissolved. That's the word I'm going for. Thank you. And it says it dissolves it instantly, so you are free of the restraints. You've just got the mix of goo and like what almost feels like the consistency of glue hanging onto you.
Okay. Thanks, Einar.
Still
For the
sorry.
sake. Okay. I'm gonna use rage one more time.
You're still raging because
Still
you've been
raging.
attacking.
Oh, the last one? Oh, okay. Well then, delete that. Okay. Bad man, thank you. So then I'm going to again do the 3 attacks
All right.
with advantage.
Yes, because you are still flanking with Kraegor.
Damn.
First 2 get solid strikes at least.
$25. So that's 75 damage already.
Plus another 4.
That's right, from the rage.
Technically, his last rolls would be a +6.
So 56 plus 29. So 79 right there. We're getting close, aren't we, Matt? It's a little
Almost
bit.
nice.
It is definitely missing some good chunks out of it. There are these jagged pieces that are from, where cracks and parts have broken off. It is looking in pain. It is. But
Kinda.
in its silent pain, it comes to Nandor's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna yell. After this, give me that wand back.
That's what she said.
Advantage,
And
right?
now you do have advantage.
Come on, that's a
yes.
good one. That's a good one. Okay, never mind.
Hey man, 1 in 5 guys.
That's not 20.
Yes, it is.
20, baby.
All right, so that's a total of, or you can do it that way. I was going to say just 4d6, but yeah. All right.
Wait, 46? So he gets 4 rolls?
It's right
No,
there.
he rolled 2d6 on the one.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 20
so-
damage total.
Very nice.
And it's also restrained now.
It now has to make a saving throw to see if it is restrained.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is indeed. So it is. Speed is half, disadvantage on dex saves, and it can't use reactions. On each of its turns, it can either take an action or a bonus action.
So now if you
So-
back off, he can attack you, right?
Yes. Yep.
But
All right. So very nice. So as the tentacles, kind of wrap around the legs and a little bit around the arm and chest and everything, and holds parts of its chipped body closer to it, it looks like it is unable to freely move as it was. And Einar, it then comes to you. Unless there was a bonus action you wanted to do, Nandor.
Bardic Inspiration on
Actually, no. That's it.
Okay, then Einar, up to you.
Oh, by the way, Matt, can I re-roll for the pipes and sewers right now?
Yeah, it has been a day.
2 charges. Okay. Thank you.
I extend my arm towards Kraegor, and the owl takes off from my shoulder and flies over towards him. Simultaneously, my other hand reaches over and rests on Ramos's shoulder. And I am going to cast a level 3 Cure Wounds. I'm going to twin it using the owl to extend my touch to Kraegor.
All right. So the owl ship for brains flies over and lands on your helmet, like on your horns, like a nice little perch, Kraegor. And you can just feel the weight and then the warmth of the heel through your body.
Feels good. Thanks, Idar.
Yeah.
I'm going to re-roll the 2. I'm going to use my empowered healing to re-roll the 2.
All right.
So it's
26
26.
total. Yeah. So Ramos and Kraegor, you get 26 total instead of 21.
Full health? Full health.
Wealth. Wealth.
Yeah, close for me, almost.
And then I'm going to move
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
to there, and I'm going to use a bonus action to burn another level 2 spell and restore points back.
All right.
And I'm done.
All right. Then Kraegor comes to you.
All right, baby. Let's finish this thing.
You got it, Clutch.
Started with a dagger swing.
Swing, swing, shink, shink.
Gotta
That'll
do
hit.
it.
Try again, but add your 3d6.
Let's go.
I do like that a little bit more. Um,
You also have haste, so you can do another one.
oh, we do. Okay, we still have haste. Okay, sweet.
Wait, hold on. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Jesus.
There's a lot that's been going on back to back, so it's like a lot of craziness.
You probably got about that one does miss, and you've probably got about 3 more rounds of haste.
I like it. I'll take it.
damn, dude.
Sorry, but it's all right.
Already giving you bardic inspiration. Oh, well.
That's okay.
Retcon.
So
He did take the 17 though, right? Yeah.
yes, yeah. So the other 2, that as you come around, it swings its arm back at you once more, and you kind of get the whole seize up to try not get hit by it, and manage to come to its turn, as it is going to turn towards you, Nandor, and try and make both of its attacks at you.
Wait.
With disadvantage?
It is restrained, so it
Yeah.
has disadvantage. So,
It is not restrained.
no?
No, the tentacles don't restrain it. They just give that set of disadvantages. So speed halved, disadvantage on
yes.
dex saves, and
Okay,
phase
okay.
reactions.
Okay.
And it can only take an action or a bonus action, so I don't know if it can do a multi-attack with that.
It doesn't say it uses one of them as a bonus action, so
Fair enough.
It's got 2 hands for 2 attacks.
so first attack at you, Nandor.
Nope.
This hits,
All right,
but
Shield. Yeah.
all right. So it comes in and you kind of get pushed back a few feet as the shield collects the brunt of it. And then the second attack
that one hits. That's true.
comes from the top and just goes for 14 points of damage as you feel the weight of these rocks across your back. But still up, still holding on. And I think at the end of its turn, it gets to make a con save against your tentacle rod.
Check. Both at the end of each of its turns, it can. Yeah. Nope.
Failed. So Jim Jar comes
Man,
to top
With
of
a
the
+5 on its saves. That's
Yeah, no,
impressive.
it's struggling.
I'm gonna let him have it. Just... that second one though.
Nice. So he at least gets some damage in as he releases off 2 strikes, one of them kind of catching into the side of the leg and causing it to buckle slightly. It looks like it is getting hella weak.
Well, good, because I'm about to fucking destroy it.
By all means, go ahead and make your attacks, Mr. Ramos.
Oh man.
Oof. That one went too.
Critical.
That's a crit. All right, just roll damage. It's dead.
26, it will. Yeah, it will. Let's go. I'm gonna re-roll that. I'll take it. So 37 points of damage. Let's go. Let's
Wait,
go,
no.
Matt.
Question mark?
I've been putting up points on this thing. This is like 100 points.
What's up?
It's still actually dead.
You ass. I love it.
as as it turns around to try and wail into Ramas or Nandor, sorry, I've done it again. You climb up this back like you did before and carve into it the first time, and the second time you just jump up and carve down, completely cleaving it in two, sending its body scattering across the floor. As it does, you hear this as you see the stone in the center once more begin to glow, and it continues up the spire of it, not yet to the crown. And you can see that
Tiny hut. Yes, tiny hut.
the creatures that are off to the side, that are in the remains of what you had once destroyed, are still slowly building in stone the Galeb doors that you had seen before. But as this happens, you hear the similar.
I'm gonna attack it before he even forms.
All right, where are you aiming for?
Here. Actually, no, over here.
Seems about
Who are
right.
you attacking with?
Acid splash.
All right, so you launch some acid across the room, hitting into the wall, and as you know, the bits of stone and dust fall from the ceiling from all the shaking. A bit of the moss burns as another elemental.
Damn it. I had a feeling. Like I was like, it's gonna be right here, but
off the wall.
Bitch.
So,
So
Right. Initiative.
10, 16. Oh, wow.
Of course.
and this one goes right from where we left off, as it seems with each one dropping, the spell effect and the area effect is just happening quicker. So, Nandor,
Okay. Gonna run on top of it. Basically up here, jump on it again.
Thunder wave the fuck out of it.
Stay dead. I swear to God, stop coming back. Just die, please.
Wait. Okay, yeah, okay. I thought you were doing it to the other one that was like quickly farming to be good, and I was like, don't do that to that one. Right, Matt? He's coming good. He's looking like the others.
Damage, right?
That's what she said.
nice.
God.
Thank you, Matt.
You
Thank you.
He finally gets one.
But it takes half.
So you see its body shake and shatter, as even though it takes half, it seems to just really not like the thunderous, loud, shattering damage across its body, and it kind of shudders down in response. Definitely did not like that at all. Anything else for you, Nandor?
Up to sewers. Both charges.
Is that a bonus or
Yeah.
a? All right.
Spend 2.
This place is good, chance.
All right, and they are very quick to gather, as they had pretty recently been in the area nomming on some food. So,
All right.
All
And then
right.
I'm gonna make him come towards me.
got it. They're going to start making their way towards you, but you're on the top of the elementals,
Yep.
so they're not quite to you yet. And as it comes to, it is now the elemental's turn, who is going to use both of its slams to just clap above its head.
Yep.
First one.
You shield as your reaction.
You did.
Your shield is once a day, so
Wait, it's still active, right?
no, it's to the till your turn.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Both hit, I guess.
All right.
Okay. Boys, I think I'm down. Yep, I'm down.
So with that, you see Nandor leap up off of this one stone onto the elemental, slap down his hand, and send this thunderous, loud wave across its body. It shakes and then just comes up with both of the arms, and you see for a moment Nandor just disappear in between them. And then as it moves its arms, you see him limply kind of just standing there before falling back and off of the elemental. It is then going to take a step forward.
So where is he?
I am right. Sure.
Yeah. You can move yourself over one, yeah, right there. Just that's where his body is just kind of dropped onto the ground and rolled. Einar, comes to you.
Hey.
Greater potion
I have a mentor. Or I actually have a healer's kit thing.
Yeah, healer's kit will stabilize him, but it won't actually give him health
Resuscitate me.
back.
Yep.
But at least you don't have to make the saving
Is
throws.
using a potion on somebody else still a bonus action, or is that a full action?
On someone else, it is an action.
Alright. 5, 10, 15.
Hold on. Would the rats be smart enough to get my potion and give it to me?
Technically speaking, you're unconscious. The rats aren't under your control anymore. And
They
they're,
are
and
following
they're coming
God's
to
command.
you.
Yep. Eaten by your own swarm of rats.
Hey, it was bound to happen.
One day it was bound to happen.
He went out like he came in.
That's what she said.
Yep.
It also didn't make sense, but that's okay.
Or did it?
Well, when you put it that way, shit.
Fucking got him, dude.
Oh, Gamer Adam with the jokes, dude.
We are, Adam. We are stuck with the hard place.
Oh, God.
Let's just run away.
I'll reroll a new character, it's fine.
No, I'm just debating which is the better choice of action to take. Yeah, I'm gonna do who is anyone else wounded right now? I think Kraegor's a little wounded, right?
Very, very minimal. Don't worry about me.
I'm back up to full health.
And Ramos looks fine. Yeah, okay.
I'm full
All
health,
right.
yeah.
So I'm gonna do, since the owl is still on Kraegor, I'm gonna go ahead and cast this. Actually, no. You know what? I'm just gonna hit Nandor with it.
It's fine. Finish the draw first. It's stupid.
But I'm gonna quicken it.
All right.
So that's third level. So he gets back. I'm gonna re-roll at least the one. How many dice can I re-roll with that? Let's re-roll any number of those dice once. I'm just gonna re-roll the one. So 23? 18?
Sure.
Yeah, 23 back. And then I'm going to turn to it. And I'm going to hit it with...
You're just supposed to go to court. It's a simple mission, they said.
Just put this gem. Just put the gem in the thing. They said. No details of cleansing. They said.
It'll be fun, they said.
I'm gonna hurt that
with
breed.
Firebolt.
Go back and just smack him right across the face.
Miss him with Firebolt. I'm not considered flanking, I assume, with Kraegor there.
The rats.
Well,
if you were, you would also be at disadvantage for a ranged attack and a melee range. So it'd be a straight roll anyway.
Oh, is there disadvantage for that? I didn't think there was disadvantage for
Firebolt?
ranged.
I thought it was just for
For it's a if you have to make a ranged attack while in melee range with an enemy, it gets disadvantage unless you have there's like a crossbow feat that gives it for that and things like that.
Okay. Note to self for future reference.
Right.
Well, I missed it. I'm good. Done.
All right. Then Kraegor comes to you.
Oh, before the end of my turn, I'm gonna say we need to get the hell out of here.
Yes, we
Last
do.
one. You hear from me? It's the last one. Kill it.
We already have 2. We can just leave. Rest
No.
up. Come back.
One more. That's it.
You're gonna die. Let's not.
I'm gonna go ahead and stay in position here. And
Body on the other side.
Well, he's flanking.
Is that considered flanking, Matt?
Yes, it is.
All right. Like,
That hits better.
Alright. That'll hit.
this doesn't count as a sneak attack, though, right? No.
It does. Yeah.
Oh, it does.
does?
He's
He has
flanking.
advantage, plus he has an ally within 5 feet of the enemy.
Okay. But
There
So
it
it's
is.
just not counted as a critical strike. So
Um. I'm just gonna do what I keep doing. What I do best. Kraegor to clutch. Let's do this. Do another silver dagger. How about that?
There it is.
Critical.
That crit. That's crit.
And I think that's.
you've got one
Oh,
more
the
with
haste
haste.
attack.
Oh gosh, I keep forgetting about that. Think of it. Dagger venom.
Popped that haste. How many rounds into the first combat? I know.
1.
2.
So in the second round.
2. Okay. And so, yeah. So probably by the end of this round, that'll be fading. Because
So 35 damage.
all right. Yeah, that'll definitely hit there. So
And that's it.
all right. Then it will come up to Jim Jar, who's just going to kind of take a step forward and be like, "Oh God damn it, fuck this thing!" And yeah, he is just gonna make his attacks.
Okay.
All right. And then second attack still hits. All right. He gets a little bit of damage here and there. And then Ramos comes to you.
Jim Jar, move.
maybe if you move over here, you could, you know, the rats are right here.
I don't think there's a flank that I can do. Okay, there we go. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I will use Rage since I'm guessing it will rough, right? Because I used it before. No?
Because it lasts so long as you're in combat. And it hasn't been a minute since you started raging.
Keynote, boys and girls. This minute is still not over.
I've got a question because I don't really understand how
every
time works.
round is 6 seconds, so
seconds.
10 rounds is 1 minute of combat.
Got it.
barely
Now,
around
round
7.
7.
Okay, we're on 7. Okay, so I got 3 attacks.
You do.
There. I'm gonna use it, right? Or is haste? No, haste is worn off.
This is your last round with haste. So, and what happens whenever haste wears off again, Anar?
I don't think anything bad happens.
Oh, okay, cool.
Literally just
It just
when the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn, as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it.
Okay, so after this turn, like, you and Kraegor will spend 1 round inactive, basically, as your body recovers from the haste. But this round, you still have the haste, so get your 3 attacks in. You have advantage.
Could I use second wind to bring me back to a?
You cannot break the spell of the haste.
Never mind.
But you can use your action surge to get an additional 2 attacks this round.
And that is what I'm gonna do. Good idea.
I have those from time to time.
Since you didn't use it earlier, so
5
True.
attacks. All at advantage.
first one hits.
Oof.
Second one hits.
Oof.
One hits.
Oof.
Fourth one hits.
Come on, baby. Last one.
Critical hit.
So what I want you to do is roll me 6d12 plus 15. Because it's normally 5d12 for the 5 that hit, plus the 1 extra for the thing, plus the 5 plus 3s for the strength.
Plus 5 because he's raging.
Ah, yes. So 6d12 plus 20.
Oh no, that was not what I wanted to do. Sorry.
Shit.
No, that was a plus one. That was a plus one. Sorry. Hold on.
Plus 20? Plus 25.
Or, no, you're right. Yeah.
6d12
It's
plus
2
25.
times 5 is 10. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So 25.
Plus 25. There you go.
Go.
And you
And-
did roll a 1 in there, so you could re-roll one of those dice.
Okay, how would I do that?
Just
Just
slash
roll a
roll
d12.
1d12.
Oh baby, give me something good. Give me something good. I'll take it. I'll take 56.
56 instead of 55.
just
Just
like
hewing
squid.
chunks off of this
Squid.
thing.
Oh
Son
wait.
of a god person!
No. And then, I can't take anything to like get out of the way, can I? Like I'm spent.
I mean, you've got your 10 feet of movement left, I think,
But it'll get an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
depending on how far you go, yeah.
I'll take it. I'll be fine. That's it.
Alright. So you rage and scream and just like yell at this thing as you pull a Drax and just swing and swing and swing, and it is thoroughly carved up. You take off like a complete section of its side and part of its leg, and now it's kind of like crippled, leaning into one side. It is heavily fucked up from that whole ordeal. And Nandor, you are consciously laying there on the ground, listening to the sound of that axe against rock over and over again. What would
If
you like
only
to
he
do?
was alive to give me some bardic inspiration for 6 attacks. Oh, dude.
Dude, okay, so basically I'm just on the ground like, ah, look with the fucking tentacle rod.
There it is. That's a
There
crit.
you go.
Let's go. All hit. Let's go.
All right. So go ahead and roll me 4d6.
Last roll.
And it fails the save, so it is grappled and restrained by it.
Oh, look at that 24.
That's
That was an
accidental
attack roll.
click.
Oh shit.
He did roll the 4d6 above that.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I
fuck?
was like, wait, hold on.
So the tentacles, as you're laying there, pretty much just and it wraps up and around, and it kind of shifts up as it's getting wrapped up, and you kind of use that to stand up, and you're just like, all right, I'm up. Yep.
It's also, yeah, disadvantage and all that shit.
All right, all right. Next, it comes to its turn. and it is going to turn towards the large source of pain that just carved out part of its side, and make its 2 attacks at Ross.
It's advantage, right?
No, because it's not that type of restraint.
Hit. And that one hit.
Oh fuck.
Fine, at least it didn't crit. He was fully healed.
Was.
That was.
Well,
You minus 37. God bless you.
Jesus.
you get lifted up off the ground briefly as you kind of get the one to the gut, and then it comes down with the other and slams you back into the dirt, and it just seems to be taking as much rocky satisfaction as it can out of beating you, as it just kind of looms over your body, ignoring the tentacles that are trying to pull it back. As Einar comes to you.
I am going to use my Pearl of Power to get back a level 3 slot, which is an action. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll let me actually click on it.
That's okay.
Well, it lets me, but
That's okay. I know what you're doing.
So basically, clutching the pearl, speak the command word, which is some word in some archonic language. And then shortly after I do that, I'm going to hit it. I'm going to shift back 5 feet. And then I'm going to hit it.
Wait. No, we can't.
But I'm going to do that. Obviously quickened.
All right.
Oh, please. God blessed mother trucking son of a
Oh shit.
master.
Hit the I shifted the camera.
But Nandor used Bardic Inspiration beforehand, right? So
Yeah, I totally did.
an advantage, right?
That's it for me.
Shit.
All right.
Sorry, but at that point, like he's just like mainly focused on like getting the fuck up.
Just, using the staff. Just like,
Understandably, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Clutch comes to you then.
Haste just wore off.
no.
It would on my
Wait,
turn.
not. Oh,
Oh, it does on your turn. Gotcha.
Right, wouldn't it? I mean,
I was going off of theirs, like at the end of their turn,
okay.
on the
Hey.
same round that you cast it. So
That's on you, man. I'm good with that. Works for me.
We still have one last chance with 3 attacks. Let's go. This is your last chance with 3 before we're out of the game for a little bit, for 1 round. Let's go.
all right. So don't forget to add that 3d6 to your first damage.
kill him. Kill this stupid rocky bastard.
Kill it, dude. Fucking kill it.
Nice.
Hey,
You're
I
muted.
can't hear you, sir.
Sorry, that was the damage for the dagger of venom I rolled.
Word.
I'm gonna roll the attack for the dagger.
Just misses.
And I'll do one more dagger.
yes.
That one hits.
We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
All right. So that
15 and 5.
It's dead.
it is very close to death as you just smoothly like butter cut out pieces of it, trying to reach into its chest to grab out any sort of center that it has in this large cut open side that Ramos has given you. Jim Jar is going to try and come in for
He gets the
steal.
I swear.
Swear to God, no. It's like Jim Jar. No, get out, go, get out.
Tell our story. The 22 hits though. If he gets it, shit, let's go.
Yeah, that's it.
And at half damage, because he doesn't have anything special, he still gets the kill.
God damn it.
Jim Jar climbs up the back of this beast, and
Can we like for flavor, like can we all help him at the same time?
yeah,
Bet.
easily enough. And so he gets up to the top and he puts his dagger in there and tries to just like rear it back, lifting up its two arms. And as its arms come up, you all just using the tentacle rod to keep it flexed and up. You keep its arms stretched up as Einar, you released a firebolt into its chest, causing its whole back cavity to explode. And the two of you being on the other side completely chop it down like a tree, going for the legs and sending its body just tumbling, pulled into the ground. And as the combat comes to an end and Jim Jar rides it down to the ground.
Does it come to an end?
I swear to
It
God.
does. It does.
Oh God, happy day.
As the Menhir stone in the center glows completely with this bluish white light and releases out this pulse of magic that you see hits each of the stones of each of these elementals and causes the remaining stones to lift and very rapidly form 3 Galeb Dur out of their remnants that have that nice round, simple but likable carved faces on them, and they all just get formed and begin to kind of look around the area, and you see them just not even acknowledging you begin to move and start to like take up the other remnant broken pieces and tidy up this area and just begin to maintain the area around the stone.
I was gonna make it even. So the remains of that last one, I was literally just gonna beat it with the fucking tentacle rod, just like whack, 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 whack.
Say the few pieces that were excess that didn't make the Galeb Dur, you just grind all of that up out of frustration easily enough.
I hate golems.
Einar
I hate them.
just sits down against the wall.
I just start walking away, like head to
And
the
it's
fucking
just
air.
like
Are fatigued as shit. Like
Yeah.
that was round,
freaking
so-
exhausted. And like this is probably the first time that you've seen the black that covers his arms, like that changing skin tone of his, actually creeping up into his neck. Like that's how high it is on his body.
Jesus.
You can also see the like from where it's creeping up to his neck, kind of like on the underside of his hair, there are these faint white lines of streaks in the hair as well.
Jesus.
We'll talk about that later, buddy. Right now.
Do you think it's safe for us to just sleep here?
I hope so. They look like
One
they're
of the
nice.
Galeb Dur kind of walks by at y'all where you're kind of like leaning up against the ground or the side, and it just kind of reaches over, pats your head, and then keeps moving.
I'm going to go to Medusa's bed and just like super upset. It's like I'm gonna fucking bed.
This stone looks pretty comfortable.
Or at least like a short rest or something. I don't fucking know.
We're taking a long rest.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing a long rest.
This thing has been cured of
I am-
evil. We're good to go.
I am almost completely out of spells.
Yeah,
We are taking a long rest.
I have 15 points left of health, so yeah, we're taking a long, good rest.
Yeah, so I'm just like storming off with the fucking rod in hand, just like, fuck this!
What he said.
I am
I
actually
agree.
I am actually uncommonly non-exhausted, and I'm just kind of like I'm walking next to the this guy up here, and I kind of talk to him, and I'm just like, man, that was really intense. What's your name? And I try to befriend this thing just a little bit, just very innocently.
He doesn't understand you.
I may understand him. You know, we that's beautiful friendships are formed that way.
You,
Whatever.
Kraegor. You do you.
So, anyways, I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about. This that's what she said thing. I just don't get it. Do you know what this is all about?
I just don't know who she is.
Who
is
is she?
And what did she say?
It's just like gesturing. Ooh,
By the way, do you like waffles?
oh my god. I hate him. I hate him.
It doesn't seem to respond to most of your advances or conversations. But as you're following and you occasionally are like standing in the wrong spot, it does kind of move you and scoot you every now and then. And then eventually it does just kind of lift you up and put you on top of its shoulder as it goes around continuing to clean. And it just kind of carries you along as
And I'm just going on. I'm just going on and on about waffles and everything, and that's what she said. And then I also introduced him to Craig, and I said, "This is Craig."
Why isn't Craig old enough to help us in battle yet?
Oh, he'll get there. Don't worry.
because he's only like 3 days old, you know.
Can you guys get a time you can use on this guy? I swear.
Hey, Matt. So, while they're over there, I'm over here, like, trying not to sleep. Do I find anything on the bed? Yes or no?
A few scales.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking clean it off then.
All right. You get off the old sheddings of Medusa and her hair, and manage to make it more or less serviceable. There are also a few other random little stone fragments that you gather used to be parts of people that have been left in there, but you get it all out. It's a well broken in bed, but it's serviceable. It's not the floor.
Okay. Cool.
And as you get down to relax, and Einar, you pass out along the wall, and Ramas, you pass out on the floor, with Jimjar kind of curled up around your feet as well. Staying as far as actually, Jimjar would have probably followed Einar, our Nandor, being like, "No, I don't. They killed me or knocked me out earlier. I'm just gonna go, and we're gonna stay over here." And yeah, but Kraegor, you have a nice conversation with this rock, and
Should take the time to take a rest and heal up, buddy.
it is the best conversationalist that you've had in a while, because it just
This guy gets me. This guy gets me.
listens, you know, it just
Great
listens.
listener. Great listener.
God, I feel like I can really be
Companion?
myself around you.
New companion.
He's got Craig. He's got this rock guy now. Like
And,
Craig.
as you sit there, you do see that after they've kind of cleaned up around this stone, they do start to one by one begin to clear the passageway of the rubble that is there as well on the north side. And as they begin to clear it, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Cool.
All right, everybody take a long rest real quick.
We'll see if you survive it.
Oh, boy,
Tentacle rod in hand, just like ready.
I'm done, man. I'm out. I'm just screwed. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they're going to uncover by, unclogging this wall. So we'll find out next time on Heathens and Heroes.
Yes, sir. Well, that was a great episode. I had a lot of fun with this one, and Kraegor finally has someone to talk to. I'm just so happy. guys, that's going to do it for this episode 23 of Heathens and Heroes. If you liked what you saw, please remember you can find this episode and more on our YouTube channel by either searching Heathens and Heroes on YouTube, clicking the link in our About Me section, or by clicking the link as it comes in the chat. Next week is a holiday week, so I mean, are we doing a one shot, or are we gonna just do we have a plan for that? Okay. Well,
Stay tuned to our Twitter.
Stay tuned to our Twitter, and you'll find out what we're doing, when we're doing it, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in to Heathens and Heroes. See you guys.
Later, y'all.